I thought people might be interested in seeing the yard after the decorations have been taken out. Our yard goes to that back fence line, and this is our one side yard. You can see the spots where the blow-ups lay. That grass usually comes back. We do also have to put Christmas up, so that takes a little bit of it. This is the one side yard, empty, 24 hours after Halloween. This is the remainder of the yard. It goes also to the fence line, although our neighbors allow us to put inflatables where the up to their basketball hoop. The entire contents of items in the yard are included right here in the garage. The bags contain, for the most part, the inflatables. We put them in the bags. The big ones get their own bags. Small ones are put in clear plastic bags, and they share a large bag. Once we take this to our storage unit, we put these into big plastic tubs and stack them. Here's the remainder of the Halloween stuff. Looks kind of messy, but it is, believe me, well organized. One of the crucial things about putting up a display the size we do is to have plenty of electrical tools. And this is just an idea of the cords we have. Varying sizes, varying in terms of lengths, varying colors. So you have the regular cords, and then some of the cords that we like to use that help are these 3-in-1 cords. Make it nice. And then you can't really get along without these 6-in-1s that you can connect. Also, I would say that you need plenty of these little things, like 3 ways that can go into a regular cord and make it a 3-cord, and you really cannot ever have enough of these. We also have an inventory of regular extension cords. I know they're household cords. Sometimes I use them outside, just depends on my mood. One of my favorite is this 3-way cord that stretches out to about 20 feet, and it has 3 of these in it, so you can go the length of the back of a fence and then plug things in. It's kind of cool. And to steal a line from a movie, I'd like to say hello to my little friend. This is one of my favorite connectors. Right here is you can plug in. You get 2 connectors there, and as you go down to the end of the cord, you have 3 connectors, so you can get 5 items connected for the price of 1. It's pretty cool. This is the other part that's necessary. These are the items I use to hold down the inflatables, the large nails, pegs for the large nails for the rope tethers. Every blow-up has at least 4 tethers on it, sometimes 6 on the big ones, and every motor usually requires 4 of the little pegs to put in. What they started doing recently, which is kind of upsetting, and maybe it doesn't show as well on camera, is they started sending out these little useless thin ones that I'm not sure they hold anything down, as opposed to these thicker ones. So what we've gone for the motors is to a thinner nail, and it goes through the motor and holds it down in place. We get a lot of wind on a corner lot, and that keeps the motors down. These are all assortment of pegs we use. Remember, now we had 81 blow-ups up, 74 in our yard, and then my neighbor lets me put 7 in their yard. You need a lot of equipment. And one of my favorite things that you don't see these anymore are these little turn deals. Excuse my lack of preparation here. These are really good for the large items, the 12 to 16 footers. We've got 12 footers, we don't have any 16 footers, but these actually go in at an angle and screw into the ground. They're harder to get in, and if the ground is hard, they're harder to get out, but they do keep the item because they go in at an angle from coming off at the base. But I haven't gotten a blow up with those in it for a long time. The other issue that you have is you want to be able to turn your display on and off with a minimal of effort. These are the original timers I have. These are great. They have 6 outlets, and the timer allows you to do a number of different timing modes. For example, we have it set to go Monday through Friday from 5 to 9:45, and then the second mode is Saturday and Sunday from 10:30 in the morning to 9:45 at night. They are great. I can't find those anymore, so we've gone to locating a similar item that allows you to do the same thing with the different modes, but it only has 2 outlets on it as opposed to 6. So what you have to then do is connect some of those multi-outlet appliances to it in order to get your bang for your buck. But these are good timers also. I did have a little trouble. These bottom pieces come off, so see a little screw there. I've screwed that in, and that holds it in place. But timers are really important. We actually work off of 9 different timers in our yard, off of 9 different outlets. We have a couple dedicated, actually we have 4 dedicated outside lines for most of the display, and then we tap into some of our inside lines by dropping power down from the inside outlet to an outlet that's outside, and that gets us through. We haven't had any major power outages in recent time. The 2 things that really bothered the display are rain and wind, as the rain will make everything wet and the wind will just blow the inflatables all over Kingdom Come. The other thing that on occasion offers some difficulty is we have a lot of rabbits, and for some reason they like electrical cords. So we have all these cords, and then in the bags underneath our work tables I've got stocked with new cords. The best time to buy cords, pegs and so forth, after Halloween. Get them on sale, folks. Well, here we are with our 17-foot U-Haul trailer. We're taking this stuff from our home garage and we're going to put it in a storage unit. I'll take you through. This is a full truck. In the front we pack the blow-ups because they're the first ones to go into tubs when we get to the storage unit. This truck is full all the way to the back. We found it easier just to rent the truck for 4 hours as opposed to using our cars or our SUVs. Just destroys them. This is something we learned over the years. Alright, we are at the storage unit. Just to give you an idea, this is all our Christmas stuff. Goes back here to come out another day. This is a 10 by 30 storage unit. And talked about the blow-ups go in these containers on the wall. There's stuff in there. We'll give you a shot when we're all finished and the garage is all loaded. Here's my trusty assistant actually putting a blow-up into the plastic containers. Sometimes it requires a little shoving and pushing, and sometimes they always don't fit in the exact container. We got several different sizes, so kind of work around it. You can kind of be rough with the inflatables. They're not as gentle as they might let you believe. Alright, well there is the truck that's been emptied. That's a 17-footer filled to the brim. Here is the garage. It has all the Halloween stuff now in it. That's also kind of filled to the brim. Sometimes we take Christmas out this time and load it back in the truck since we have the rental, but we're going to wait a couple weeks. This has been a long Halloween season. Oh, by the way, our Halloween trick-or-treaters numbered 771 this year, 4 short of a record, which was last year. Well, we're closing the door on Halloween 2016. See you next year.